Good morning, everybody out there in YouTube land. This video is to mark the 5th anniversary or Ampuversary, me becoming a below knee amputee. Got a few things to talk about in this video. What have I been up to for the year of 2024? Well, I started a new career, of all things, as a paving inspector, and that resulted in a really high step count for 2024. I started my job on March 11th and I began my winter break on December 17th. In that time, I walked over 2 million steps on this bad boy. I am wearing now the Fill Hour All Pro XTS even for work. It fits fine in a work boot, and I find that the energy return really helps with long distance walking, daily walking. Don't feel nearly as tired at the end of the day. The socket is really taking a beating in that time, and I am in the process now of, I just started the process. I'll be getting cast soon for a replacement socket. So I'll post some videos once that process starts. Now, on that note, when it comes to getting a replacement socket, I saw some videos lately posted on YouTube and other social media that kind of concerned me, where someone had said they just got a new leg and now they can't wear it. That should not happen at all. That's strictly your fault and your prosthetist's fault because of lack of communication. When it's time to replace your socket, the foot components will get transferred to your new socket. But the first thing that they're going to do, they are going to cast you into what's called a test socket. And that test socket is going to get adjusted over time to conform to your new limb shape as best as possible. And you may actually even go through 1, 2, maybe even 3 completely different test sockets before they fabricate your permanent socket. This permanent socket is cast from the mold taken from your very last test socket. Oh, we got sirens. Someone's in trouble. So there shouldn't be any change between your permanent socket and your very last test socket. If there is a change or something feels different, do not sign off on it. You're just wasting money, or your healthcare provider is wasting money, or your workers' compensation. You're just wasting money and wasting time. So that's my little rant on that. The other misconception I see, now I'm still wearing a pin lock liner, and a lot of amputees do. Some use different suspension types, but I've stuck with a pin lock. One misconception I see is that amputees think that by doubling up or tripling up their socks when they're wearing their liner, that will result in a softer fit or like a more cushioned fit. And that, again, that's totally false. If your socket is cast properly and fits you well, you should be in the least amount of ply socks possible. This is the 1 ply. This is basically a lightweight sock. That is a 3, slightly thicker, and then the thickest that you can get is a 5. So I rotate between, I usually start off on the lightweight, I get into a 3. On occasion, on a really busy day, I can get into a 5 ply. Most prosthetists, as soon as you start doubling up your socks, they will advise it's time to get cast for a new leg. So it's true that the more, the more snug that your prosthetic leg fits, the more comfort you should have. You shouldn't have any spots of abrasion on your stump. You may get a little bit of areas where the skin is a little bit maybe toughened up, but it shouldn't develop into a thick callus. You definitely shouldn't be getting any red marking or blisters on your skin. Now, as far as residual limbs go, this is what I'm wearing on my leg today. This is a knit right underliner. And that goes, you can wear that basically right underneath your gel liner. If you're doing a bit of a workout, this will help absorb sweat. If your skin is a little bit sensitive, that provides a little bit of a barrier. Sometimes, like on a really hot day or a really active day, these can kind of feel a little bit clammy. So that adds a little bit of a barrier. And that will also, because it takes up a little bit of thickness, that'll usually result in you dropping down to a thinner ply sock. What else has happened? Okay, crutches. This is my brand new pair of Ossenberg forearm crutches. These are my favorite type of crutch. They have the flexi foot tips, and on this pair I did not get the center compression or the center suspension cartridge. I find that there's enough suspension and flex in the flexi foot tips that I don't really need that. So in 5 years, this is my third pair of crutches, so I'm pretty hard on those too. Other than that, if you have any questions, if you're a new amputee or you maybe are undergoing an elective amputation, feel free to drop a question in the comments below. I'll respond to them, and I will post new videos soon on when I'm getting my new leg. Alrighty guys, take care.